Well. I know a lot of people who keep returning to their toxic ex. And I keep returning to you guys. Even though all my previous videos are not on the internet. Well, they probably are somewhere. You probably fucking find them somewhere. Anyway, I'm back. So a quick rundown of my life. I recently became a model. I did Paris and Milan Fashion Week. I've been to Korea twice. And honestly, I've just been slacking with YouTube, but now I am back. What content will I make? To be honest with you, I'm just gonna make any content I want. YouTubers like KSI have taught me I can just sit here, chat shit to a camera one day, then the next day do a vlog, then the next day, you know, I can do what I want. So I'm just gonna keep, I'm basically, this channel is just me doing what I wanna do. And you can join me for the ride or you don't have to. At the moment though, I think I'm going to make commentary videos. Why? Because number one, this scene definitely doesn't have enough commentators, does it? And number two, who better to judge someone else's life other than me, a graduate in an overdraft?
Someone buy my Richarlison. It's a very good deal if you're blind.
So, everyone's been talking about Danny Aaron's in Tennessee again. Now the question is, was Tennessee really getting her back blown out? This is something the internet dragged way too far, and it is such an unbelievable generational reach because she just didn't cheat, guys, did she? She's not going to have picked up the phone while her back is getting blown out. That is ridiculous. That is insane. It's just simply not gonna happen. Don't get me wrong. It does sound mad. Like, if you watch the clip, it does sound like that.
So I'm building myself in a FIFA 15 career mode.
Yeah.
And I need an honest verdict from a lover of my body.
Yeah.
Sorry, you in a rush?
But cheating, it's just too much of a reach for me. They've obviously since come out and spoke about the situation, and to everyone's surprise, it's bollocks. And I don't know why everyone's making this into a scandal. There is a scandal that happened right in front of our eyes, and it was between Marlon and India. From where? Inside.
Michael, don't leave me here.
If you haven't watched Inside, go and watch it. I personally think it was the best series they've done so far. None of the casts were irritating. None of them. And that's new, because usually there's always one. There's always just one. My personal favorite on the cast was Alhan. Hilarious. Alhan is someone, if you were sat next to in class, you're in for a long day. You know for a fact you're gonna get detentions. You know for a fact you're gonna get sent out of class. You know for a fact you ain't getting any work done in those classes. But boy, is it worth it. Expressions is the biggest snake going, but I do think he went out too soon. And the reason I think he went out too soon, boy, he was stirring that pot. I personally would have voted him out ASAP. I'd have voted him out before the girls. But who is he not as good as? Our winner, Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall was stirring that pot up like a genius, buying the Birkin bag, spending stupid money, which he didn't mean to do, but spending stupid money for immunity. Boy, it was worth it in the end, wasn't it, Eddie? I want to see more Chloe Ferry. She's left some of the younger stuff behind where she's getting drunk and going mad at people and fighting and all of this, but she still kept that that unhinged side. I want to see more of it. I think she brought out her personality amazingly. You could tell who's there for vibes and who's thinking, I need to win at all costs. Personally, I prefer the people that are there for vibes, but each to their own. Keeping it on the topic of the sidemen, KSI recently brought the football club Dagenham and Redbridge, and KSI is going to start streaming some of these games on his YouTube.
I am buying Dagenham and Redbridge Football Club.
But this is where it starts to get controversial in the United Kingdom. There's something called a 3 p.m. blackout. At 3 p.m. on Saturday, no football is shown on TV whatsoever. The idea behind it is that you go out and support your local, or you go to the game. There are more people that are missing the game that support the club than actually going to it. I support my local club, Liverpool. It's really local to me, guys, I promise. It's just around the corner. Anfield is just around the corner from me. You can tell by my accent, right? When Liverpool kick off at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, unless I pay hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds to get a resold ticket to watch the game, I can't watch my team play, and I think it's ridiculous. So I disagree with the 3 p.m. blackout entirely. KSI is streaming these games on his YouTube, and this is where it gets controversial because he streamed during the 3 p.m. blackout, and you're not meant to do that. You're not meant to broadcast football matches at 3 p.m. on a Saturday, and it's been a thing for years. Again, anywhere else in the world, they can watch the game, but they can't in the UK, and I disagree with it. I don't want to be one of these commentators that continuously sucks off people like KSI, essentially, going, oh, KSI, I love you. I don't want to be one of them guys, but I will back them when I think it's necessary, and I'll be honest, I want him to keep streaming it. I want this to be the start of a conversation where we end the 3 p.m. blackout. I think it's ridiculous. But what do you guys think of the 3 p.m. blackout? Comment below. Essentially though, there was a 3 p.m. blackout. KSI was like, yeah, I'm gonna stream it anyway. Go fuck yourself. I'm a multi-millionaire. And people are acting shocked, like it's crazy, but let's be real. People have been finding a way around this for years. There's dodgy streams, there's random websites, there's you can get a Fire Stick. Everyone's done it, and technically there is an issue, but acting like it's a brand new scandal and making it a public situation is insane to me. And most people that are complaining about this, guys, the 3 p.m. blackout is stupid. And if KSI does face any penalties for doing this, let him deal with it. But in my opinion, the 3 p.m. blackout shouldn't even exist anyway. So, big up KSI for streaming. Right, we're going to go to a completely different note now. We were talking about something kind of political previously, but this is completely political. They're talking about, in the UK, banning social media for under 16s. This is something I do understand to a certain extent. There's a lot of rubbish online now. There's a lot of things that I don't think are appropriate for people under 16, which is very easy to access. My generation, I'm 23 years old. I was born in 2002. My parents didn't really know much about the internet. I still give I give my parents tech advice to this day. They did not realize how much stuff I could actually access just from my phone. And now we're getting to a certain time where people are realizing this. And you got people who are my age, 23, 24, 25, who lived in that generation and kind of understand that kids are getting access to too much stuff. Also, social media when you're young isn't that great. You compare yourself to others, you compare your life to others, and I'm gonna be honest with you. People post on social media about 1% of their life. You could look at my Instagram and maybe think I'm doing amazing for myself. I am not doing amazing for myself, and I will tell you this clearly now. I'm in an overdraft, yeah? My account has a negative in it. But if you looked at my Instagram, you think I'm up. You would think I am up. I'm not. And that's a simple fact. There's so many beauty standards in this world. There's so many... It's not just people's life. You could compare... People are comparing how they look. And it really will mess with a young person's brain. You have to realize when you're like 14, 15, brain is so impressionable. It's still me at 23. My brain's still developing. I haven't fully developed a frontal lobe, and to be honest with you, I don't know when that's gonna happen, man. Social media is dangerous, and there's so much to compare yourself to. I have been caught in a loophole of comparing my life to some fucking multi-millionaires, and the simple fact is there's not a lot of multi-millionaires out there, and I can compare my life to theirs and go, oh, I wish I was doing that, I wish I was doing this, but realistically, that person's life isn't the norm. On the other hand, social media is a very powerful tool, and if we taught young people how to use it properly, we wouldn't be having too many of these issues. I also think it's important to educate children on social media, and I think just turning them away from it might have a negative effect. How on God's green earth are we supposed to enforce that? Like, if we're being serious, kids will always find a way around it in about 5 minutes. You remember when you were a kid, you're told you can't do something, what do? You go and do it anyway. And that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna tell these kids, hey, you can't do this, they go and do it anyway. No, you can't go out. You can't go out with your friends. They sneak out. No, smoking is bad, don't smoke. What do? They go and smoke. All of these things are going to be done anyway. People will always find a way around it. Also, VPNs exist, and let's be honest, kids are just going to use a VPN when it comes to social media. Connect to a VPN, create an Instagram, and if you ever wanted to scroll through Instagram, you just connect to the VPN and go. It's really that simple. Social media is also a huge part of growing up. So it's a very sticky one, and everyone has their own opinions. I personally think we just need to make it more difficult for people to view certain things on social media. There are people out there that are damaging to platforms, and there are people out there that are good for platforms. And to be honest with you, all it is education. But will the government educate or just do the lazy route? Well, judging by previous governments and the current one, they'll probably go down the lazy route. But realistically, education. Because any issue you see, there's so many things that we don't have to do this if we just educate people.
Oh, no.
So, that's the end of the video. Did I do well? Who knows? Have I edited this well? I'm hopefully not editing this. This is honestly, I hope I've shipped this on to someone else. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed. If you didn't, then why are you still here? Bye. How do you sign these videos off? I know how I did it last time.
Got it, cunt.
You alright, mate?
Hello.
Hello. I have a request. Can you outro my video for me, please?
What do you mean?
Just outro my video, innit?
Hey, I'm in a pool come right now.
Great.
Sorry, mate.
Love you. That'll fucking do.